everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video we will be working on this bikini bottom. Okay, so go ahead and grab all your materials and we'll get started on this tutorial. Alright, so for this project I am using my 4.5mm crochet hook and just some scrap yarn that I had left over. This is BERNAT Premium, and the first thing you want to do is make a chain of 11 inches long, and 11 inches will work for small or medium. I will insert a chart with the different sizes. It's basically 11 inches or 13 inches depending on your size. I'll insert the chart and you can screenshot it. Here's a screenshot of the sizes. You have the front size, the back, and also how high the front rise and back rise should be. So that should help you out a little bit more to get an idea of the measurements. So for this, with this thread, I chained 35 stitches, and from end to end, when stretched, I have 11 inches. Okay, so to begin row 1, you want to put your finger where your last chain is, your last chain stitch, and you're going to chain 2 more. Wrap the yarn around your hook and go through that stitch that you were holding on to, which is the third one from the hook, and you're going to complete 1/2 double crochet. Next, you're going to work 1/2 double crochet in each stitch all the way across until you get to the end of this row. Alright, so go ahead and work 1/2 double crochet in each stitch all the way across, and I'll meet you there. Alright, so here I am coming up to the last stitch on this round. So I'm just going to do one last 1/2 double crochet into that final chain space to complete that round. And the next step will be to chain 1, turn the work around, and we are again going to work another row of 1/2 double crochet all the way across. So the first 2 rows is pretty much the same. Just 1/2 double crochet all the way across until you get to the end. So keep going and I will meet you at the end of the second round. Okay, so coming up onto the last stitch of the second row. Okay, and to begin the next round, you're going to chain 1, and we will begin our increase. So for each increase, you are going to 1/2 double crochet 2 stitches together. So at the beginning, you're going to wrap your yarn around your hook, insert into the first stitch, hook the yarn, pull up, wrap the yarn around the needle again, go into the second stitch, hook the yarn, pull through and pull up, then hook the yarn and pull through all 5 loops on your hook. And then you're going to go ahead and do a 1/2 double crochet in each stitch all the way across until there's only 2 more stitches left of the previous round, and then we're going to 1/2 double crochet those 2 together. Alright, so let's just keep going. 1/2 double crochet in each stitch all the way across to the next side. All right, so with 2 stitches remaining in the row below, you're going to wrap your yarn around your hook like so. Go into the first stitch, hook the yarn, pull through and pull up, wrap the yarn again, go into that very last stitch on the end, hook the yarn, pull through and pull up, and then pull through all 5 loops on the hook, and that will be our decrease. Moving forward, you're going to keep doing a decrease on both sides of your work until you have a total of 9 or 10 stitches remaining in your work, or better yet, until you have until your work is measuring only 3 inches wide. So right now we are going from 11 inches wide down to 3 inches, which should be about 9, 10, or 11 stitch depending on the type of thread you're using. So again, for the decrease, you want to chain 1, turn the work around, wrap your yarn around your hook, go into the first stitch, pull through and pull up, wrap the yarn around the hook, go into the second stitch, hook the yarn, pull through and pull up, and pull through all 5 loops on the hook. And that is how we decrease on each side. Then you move across and you do 1 half double crochet into each stitch all the way across. And then when you get to this side, this stitch on the end right here does count as 1 stitch. So you're gonna crochet this second to last stitch and this final stitch together to complete that round. And you'll keep going, like I said, until you have your stitch measuring only 3 inches across, or until you have about 9, 10, or 11. So once you get to about 11 stitches, you want to take your tape measure and make sure you have 3 inches when you stretch it. Alright, so keep going, and I will meet you when I get down to my last decrease row. Okay, so I have completed my last decrease round, and I have 10 stitches going across. That should measure about 3 inches. Okay, so at this point, we will be moving forward with just rows of half double crochet. So to begin the next round, you're going to chain 1, turn the work around, and you will do 1 half double crochet in each stitch all the way across. And you want to do this for a total of 9 or 10 rounds, depending on your body type or what works for you. I think 9 to 10 rows should be okay. So this is row 1 after the decrease. So I'm gonna go ahead and do 8 more rows. That's row 1 completed. I'm gonna go ahead and do 8 more rows, and then I'll meet you back at the end of those rows to show you how we do the other side. Okay guys, so I have completed a total of 9 rows, and now to do the other side we are going to be increasing. So to begin, you chain 1, turn the work around, and in the beginning and ending chains we are going to put 2 half double crochets. So in that first stitch you're gonna put 1 and 2 half double crochets, then 1 half double crochet in each stitch all the way across to the final stitch. And we will do that on every single round until we have our work going across measuring 13 inches, because you want the back of the bikini to be 2 inches wider than the front. So moving forward, like I said, you will be increasing by 2 stitches on each side of your work. So I've come up to the very last stitch here, and I will put 2 half double crochets into that stitch. And you want to make sure that you don't ignore this stitch on the end right here. Okay, so again, chain up 1, turn the work around. In that very first stitch, you're going to put 2 half double crochets all in that same space. then 1 half double crochet in each stitch all the way across. See, this is very simple as long as you don't skip any of your stitches. And you will notice if you skip any of your stitches, you'll notice your work will start to taper in. So you want to be very mindful of that. Okay, so oops. So just 1 half double crochet in each stitch across until you get to the very last stitch. And then this little one on the end right here, you're going to put 2 half double crochet into that space. Alright, and like I said, you will keep going until the width of your work gets to 13 inches. If you started with 11, you would work until 13. If you started with 13, you will work until 15, depending on the width that you started with. So you want to keep going until you have 2 inches more in width than you had at the front. All right, so keep going, and I will meet you when I've completed the back side of mine. Okay, so I have completed my other side, and it is measuring at 13 inches. It's 12 unstretched, but when I stretch it, it goes to 13 inches. Okay, so this row was my last increase. So for the next round, I'm just gonna do 1 row of half double crochet. And at this point, you also wanna check the size against your body and see if you need to add any more additional rows, depending on how much coverage you need. So you want to finish this 1 row of half double crochets across, half double crochets all the way across for this round, and then you want to check the sizing against your body to make sure it works for you. Alright, so go ahead and complete your 1 row of half double crochet, and I will meet you at the end of this round. Alright, so I have completed that round, and now the only thing that we have left to do is to just make things a little bit more even all around the work. And for that, we're just going to chain 1, turn the work around, and we are going to work 1 single crochet all the way across the top, down the sides, and all the way around the completed work. So that's 1 single crochet in each stitch all the way around all 4 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4. All 4 sides leading back up to this point. So just go ahead and do that all the way across. 1 single crochet in each stitch. Alright, and now that we've come to the edge right there, we're going to work going this way around the leg part of the bikini. So you're going to put 1 single crochet into each space to give these sides a bit more neatness. So try not to space them out too much, and try not to pack too many in there. So if you can get 1 into each space, 1 single crochet into each space all the way around. just like so. And you don't want to do them too tight, and you don't want to do them too loose. You just want them to sit comfortable around the edge, like that. Just to add some kind of a definition to your work. All right, so go ahead and complete that row of single crochet all the way around along this side here, across the top, which would be the front of the bikini, and all the way around the other leg up until this point, which is where we started. So go ahead and complete that all the way around, and I will meet you with my finished work. All right, so I have completed my single crochet all the way around my project, and I'm back at my starting point. So I'm just gonna slip stitch into that first chain one space if I can, slip stitch and join there. And at this point is where I'm gonna make my my chains for the straps. Okay, so for the strap on the swimsuit bottoms, I'm going to make a chain of 50. That will give me about 15 inches in length. The length is totally up to you. Whatever amount of chains work for you, I say go ahead and make that chain. So I'm gonna go ahead and chain my 50. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, and once you have 50, you're gonna add an additional chain, and then skip the first chain from the hook and into the second one where you stopped. You're gonna do 1 single crochet, and now 1 single crochet in each chain space all the way across. That way your strap will have a little bit more sturdiness to it. So go ahead and make 1 single crochet in each chain all the way back across to this point, and then I'll meet you there. Okay, so in that final chain space, I'm gonna do 1 single crochet, and then I will slip stitch in the side of the where I began. I'll slip stitch right there to anchor it, and then I will make 1 chain, pull up my thread, and cut off my end. And that completes the first strap. Next thing you'll do is just move to the other side and repeat that. So you'll begin with a loop on your hook like so. Put your needle through the other side, hook the thread, pull through, start with the chain. You want to anchor it, go through that same spot again, and complete 1 single crochet, and now you will make your chain of 50 or however many you decided, and you'll just repeat the same thing that you did on this side for all 3 sides, and that completes the bikini bottoms. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I will see you in another video.